the first thing about number 9 is just that it looks weird, but the first thing you want to do is just rewrite it to a root form. So if you remember, the denominator is the type of root that it is. And then 81r to the fourth, and then this whole thing goes in parentheses to the 1 power. Okay, so this is the type of root. I just wrote the 2. Normally we don't write a 2 for a square root, but I wanted to do it so you could see where the 2 went. And then whatever is in parentheses goes in parentheses, and then the numerator is the power on this. So this is the square root of 81r to the fourth, because we don't really write the 2 and we don't really write the 1. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Now, because it's a square root, make 2 branches off. And what times what is 81? 9 and 9. Okay, great. And then what times what is r to the fourth? R squared. Great. So the answer is 9r squared. Yes. 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 If you know what a half power does, more power to you. Most people are much better with roots than they are with half exponents, so that's why I switched it to a root. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here, so we'll see what you think. Okay, so I put the 3 on the outside, root, whatever's in parentheses goes in parentheses, and then the numerator is the power. Okay, I'm going to do the cube root of this first, so I make 3 branches off, like a little duck foot. Okay, what times what times what is 216? 6. Yep. Okay, what times what is x to the 9th? Uh-huh. X cubed, x cubed, x cubed. Okay, so this is 6x cubed squared. So you do the cube root first. And this is 36x to the 6th. Okay, next one. Number 11, make a table. And these are exponentials. We wanted to graph them because we're working on the parent graph summary, and you guys probably haven't done much with exponentials since Math 1. But this number is your starting value. So your first point will be 0, 4. So whatever number is in the front, that's A, is your start. And then this is a multiplier of 1/2. So just go down the table, multiplying by 1/2. So 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 1/2. That's plenty. That'll give us enough information. Does that make sense? So I just started at 4 and then multiplier of 1/2. Okay, so then make your curve come down and try not to touch the asymptote. You touch the asymptote. You have to pretend it's that one game where you have the tweezers and it buzzes. Oh, yeah. Operation, yeah. Okay. All right, so now what we learned here. So what's the start on number 12? 3. And what's the multiplier?
2.
So really for these, you just need to know the number in the front's the start, the base of the exponent's the multiplier, and that the general shape is a curve that has an asymptote somewhere. These guys are +0 on them, so it's x-axis. Okay, we are done with the packet. Scooch that aside. Grab your blue pages. Okay, what? Two colors, yep. Two colors and a straight edge.
What? No, I'm not. I didn't mean to do that. I'd like to listen and yeah, I think it's
Well,
green.
Just do that on a separate page. That's okay. And then
Yeah, I'll fill it in. I don't have stuff that just shows
maybe.
We'll see.
It's just look. Okay. All right, everybody. So, first thing I need to tell you is that when I taught this 6th period yesterday, I realized that we were supposed to put end behaviors for negative A's on the first 3, and we did not. So, because if you look, are my arrows going up after I put the negative in front? No. Okay, so once the negative goes in front, the arrows are going down. So go back to the first one, put positive A, negative A. You're back in the very first entry. And when it's positive A, true, both arrows are going up. But when it's negative A, both arrows are going down. Most of the time, these just flip-flop. So also here, if it's a positive A, the left arrow is down and the right arrow's up. But if it's a negative A, the left arrow's up and the right arrow's down. Okay, what about the absolute value? What are both of the arrows doing on the red one? Down. Okay. Okay, so first task I have for you is just to fix that on the front page. We already fixed them. They're already fine on the second page. I don't know what happened. I just got into a zone and forgot about the negative end behavior. It's really fine. But I wanted it to be perfect, so I wanted to come back and fix it. Okay, are you all situated with that? Okay, so now we're going to do one entry today, which is the cube roots. Just one. Okay, general equation, y equals a still in the front. And instead of a square root, it's a cube root. X minus h inside, k outside. And have you ever graphed a cube root before? Okay, cube roots look just like cubics, but they are kind of on their side. I'm going to graph one for you in a second. Okay, these also have an inflection point. I want to ask you from yesterday, what does an inflection point mean? It's like where it flattens out and no asymptotes. Okay, now I'm going to show you the graph of what it looks like so you can sketch it. Here is the cube root. It looks like a cubic just turned on its side. But for some reason, I'm really bad at drawing these. It's okay. Just this one. Guys, what does the stamp sheet say we're doing today? And what else? And what else? Imaginary numbers, and it's very quick. Yes. Okay. So, end behavior. Let's be careful. Make sure that we do it separately. What is the left arrow doing? Yep, going down. What's the right arrow doing? Okay. Now, just on your mathematical powers of deduction, what do you think that it's going to happen when I put a negative in front? Yep. So we can just do that now. Okay, and then domain and range are all real numbers for both again, which I just love so much. So very much love for that. What? I know. Okay. Okay, so other color, find the point 3, 4, the same 3, 4 we've been finding the whole time. Oh no. Why is it so hard to draw? I kind of did it. Look, guys, it sort of looks decent. I only had to erase it twice. Okay, so just to be super clear, on your stamp sheet side, it says parent, craft, organizer, whatever. This is the stamp for that. So, and this is the stamp that's across from 30 to 36. It's got this and that. Okay, now we're going to today's, which is the imaginary numbers, notes, and digital escape. So put your parent graph summary aside. Guys, notebook. So this is math peer review. Just want to be really clear about imaginary numbers and complex numbers. Imaginary numbers are a subset of complex numbers. All of the real number system is also part of the complex number system. So basically things go a lot farther than you guys done yet, but that's okay. But when we do quad formula and solve by square roots and things, we need to make sure that everyone can do I properly. So that's what we're looking at today, just making sure that we're treating I properly. And examples 1 through 3 are all the 3 different types of ways that you will see I problems. Okay, so, and then 4 and 5 are just problems that have I's in them, and we need to simplify them properly. Okay, let's do the first one. So the first thing I like to do is I'll fix the negative by putting I outside. So again, square root of -1 is I. So I fix the negative by putting I outside. Then I'll work on the square root. What's the square root of 49? So this is I times 7. And then we would never leave it like that. We would change it to 7I for the final answer. Okay, so that's an example where it came out evenly. Okay, 28 is not going to come out evenly. So first, I put, yep, I root 28. Yep. Then I come over here, 28 is 4 times 7, which is 2 times 2. Circle, cancel. Okay, the circle 2 comes out in the front and then the I, so 2I. And then the 7 stays inside, so 2I root 7. Okay, now 30. 30 is a surprising problem. It's not a perfect square. Shh. But there's no twins, which means that the final answer is I root 30. That's it. You can't simplify it. There's nothing to circle and cancel. So the only thing you can fix is the I. Just make sure you don't put 30i. It's I root 30. Yeah, I know. Okay. All right, number 4. Number 4 has a subtraction, so it's combining like terms. So what is 8 minus negative 2? 10. And what is negative 6i minus 2i? Negative 8i. That problem is done. Literally just subtracting. Okay, however, number 5, please stop talking, please, please. Number 5 is multiplication, so we need to do a box. See how I use the same numbers to try to trick you? Oh man, Mrs. Talbot. Okay, negative 16, positive 12i, positive 16i, negative 12i squared. Okay, so I'm going to combine like terms. Negative 16 plus 28i minus 12i squared. Okay. Now, if this was any other letter in the problem, any other letter, this would be done. But it's not done because it's I. What is I squared? Negative what? So you take your I squared and replace it with negative 1. And this becomes negative 16 plus 12, which is negative 4 plus 28i. Do you remember doing those? Okay. So just the thought, I squared is negative 1. You have to keep going. All right. Next, find the page in your packet with the digital escape. It's right after the quiz review. Sebastian doesn't realize how rude he's being right now with your giant phone. Okay, find this, label it. I like to cut the boxes up into 4, but you don't have to. I'm just that kind of gal. This digital escape is supposed to be easy and quick. It's not supposed to be challenging or long. So if it's going challenging or long for you, there's something amiss. Okay. All right, so here's puzzle 1. Okay, so let's talk about puzzle 1. For this one, what you're supposed to do is identify the vertex of each one. Okay, can you guys tell me where the vertex is on number 1? -3, -4. Okay, now you remember in the parentheses, it switches sign. So that means in the parentheses, it will be x plus 3. And then -4 on the outside. Okay, let me say that again. The one for x in the parentheses switches sign. So it'll be x plus 3 minus 4. Okay, so which one has x plus 3 minus 4? H. Okay, so what I expect you to do is write down the equation and put H. So for example, that would be the amount of work I would expect you to show. Do you guys understand the expectations here? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to let you work on this together and in your groups. Try to get as far as you can. I have 3 things to say. Four things to say. Okay, so let's see what the 4 things I need to stamp. Some of you might have some of it stamped already. Where is my stamp page? Here it is. Okay. I am looking for the whodunit, the quiz review, the blue pages, and 30 through 36. Again, I'm looking for the whodunit, the quiz review, the blue pages, and 30 through 36. Okay, everybody clear with what we're doing and what I'm going to be doing? Okay.